Club. I'm here with Doug Lynn. We're out here at the start of the 78th Block Island race. We'll be giving you some commentary as we come along. We are within 5 minutes of the first warning. We'll take you through the starts, and you'll see us all day long. Here we are at the start of the first divisions to go off, which are going to be Class 1, which is the ORC Doublehanded and the PHRF Doublehanded. It's blowing out of the direction of 190 at only 4 knots, so it's not going to be a very exciting start. In the ORC, we've got people to watch are going to be Robin Libby Alexander's Sunfast 3300 bite. Also, you've got Doug McKeish and Rich DeMoulin sailing Doug's brand new out-of-the-box J99 Save the Sound. Doug has got a lot of experience sailing, but DeMoulin, everybody knows, is probably one of the Storm Vessel Club's best and most awarded short-handed and double-handed sailors. Also in this division is going to be Scowling Dragon. Mike Hennessy and Peter Becker on this. It's a brand new Class 40, and I was talking to Peter last night, and he said this carbon fiber hull is so thin you can see the water through it. We're going to see more from Peter on the boat soon. And then down there with a gray boat straight ahead of you, just tacking around onto port, is Storm Trysail favorite Todd Avon from City Island Yacht Club and Storm Trysail. So we're down to 1:40.
So Buttons, if you look way downwind there, you can see Mike Hennessy and Peter Becker on Scowling Dragon.
There they are.
Way down to leeward, correct.
What else you see shaping up here, Doug?
Well, the tide is ebbing.
Okay, so look over to the left. These guys are setting up. That's their 1 minute.
So the current's going to want to push them over the line early. So when these light conditions, they want to time very carefully setting of the spinnakers or reaching sails, whichever they choose to set, because once they're up, they're going to get really close to...
Got 37 seconds left. Here's Bite coming in on starboard. Look at the current taking them. I know we're looking from our right to from our left to right. The two Sunfish stacked up there, holding these guys up close into the boat.
Uh-oh, contact.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nobody was over.
No,
330, low profile.
One of the Sunfast 3300s right there was over at the start.
Okay, so guys are cracking out their code zeros right away. There's Robin Libby to leeward of everybody, but they're bearing off a little bit to get going.
Get away from the pack. See if they can get some clear air. You can see Scowling Dragon way to leeward of the fleet there, through the fleet.
And this is Stratus out in the lead there. That's Marcus Wunderluck from Cedar Point. But off they're going, and you know, if they only got 4 knots of wind, they're humping along pretty quickly with their code zeros up. The boats that are trying to work with a jib only at this point are going to have a little tough time.
I think they're trying to separate out from the rest of the pack.
There's Wizard, which is one of the J99s to leeward, setting a reaching spinnaker.
And then here's Todd Avon on Thin Man. They're going high.
Quickly. He's trying to get a little height there. Nice looking UK sails. X drive.
Then way down to leeward.
Way down to leeward is Scowling Dragon. Look at the great dragon on the top sides. Can you zoom in on that at all?
Gonna try that right now. I've got to get clear. The other boats have to get clear first, so I can. That's max zoom.
But he's got his Jennifer out there ready to go. If you come to the right, Doug, you'll see some of the guys are staying high. purpose. There goes Tiny Amy with his spinnaker. But off they go. We'll come back for start 2. First off, Linda Weiss, thank you for hosting us on your beautiful MJM40 Dragon Lady out here.
Happy to have you.
They're great. And we've got Eric Baravel,
yeah.
who is our sponsor from Sebago. And you saw our display of wonderful shoes before. But let me ask you a question, Eric. Why would you want to promote just this particular event?
So this event's always been close to me. I grew up sailing on Long Island Sound, and now I manage Sebago, which has always been a marine brand and tied to the water. So I thought it was a good way to get back into the sport.
Start. We're 40 seconds from the second start, and there's only one boat in the multi-hull division. It's Alex Watson's Neima Daffodil. It's a Corsair F31R, but they're down there. Don't even have their head sails out yet. 20 seconds. Let's see if they'll come around and pop them out. Great yellow trimaran. 12, 11, 10. There they go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, I was a little out of sync, but off they go. They're a little bit late on the start, but they'll be just fine.
They'll accelerate nicely.
And away they go. The next start is going to be PHRF4. You're on. PHRF4. We've got 30 seconds. People to look at here in Claritas is Will Berry in his vintage Sovereign 32. You got Steve Landy and Derek Shuhu in their J100. Be an interesting race for them. But Claritas was third last year, and Landy and Shuhu were first in the division last year. So wind is now up to about 8 knots, a little bit more out of the south. So they're going to be a little bit more fun, but 1 minute, 1 second there, off they go. All sailing with head sails. Nobody's got codes up. See a spinnaker pole coming up here quickly. A couple of spectator boats and race committee boat getting out of the way. Get a little bit to the right before they set. And off they go. Okay, we're at 2:45 for the start of PHRF7. We've got 8 boats in this fleet. Interesting. We've got Richard West from Stanford Yacht Club here at Storm Trysail. He's sailing his 120, J120 Charlotte. He's also the president of the Long Island Sound JYRA, so we thank him for that. We've got out of Pequot Yacht Club, we've got Adam Hayden in a J109. He finished second last year. Stormy Petrel's in there also. That's one of the U.S. Coast Guard Academy's Leadership 44s. They actually took a bullet in their division last year. Rounding it out is the black J124 Larchmont Storm Trysail from Will Ingraham. The wind is up. It's probably 8-9 knots now. It actually looks like it's come a little bit further around to the right. So probably coming into about 180, 190. They have 38 seconds, a minute 38 seconds. We'll be back. 30 seconds for start number 4, which is PHRF5. Coming up to leeward. Oh, that's the Coast Guard Academy. Playing the leeward end, coming up hard on the line with Richard West right behind him with the black sail. Over here on this side to the left, coming in possibly going to get boxed out there is Will Ingraham's Tenebrae. There was the gun. Tenebrae got boxed out here on the left by a J120, but off they go. Long race, no need to be a hero on the starting line. Poles are going up, spinnakers are getting set. Away they go. About 4:40 for the start of ORC6 Start number 5. 10 boats. Got a lot of action in here. This is going to be good. The wind is up to about 9 knots now. Here in front of us is Andrew and Linda Weiss's Italia 1198 Christopher Dragon. They finished second last year, but they've also done well in this race in the past. And in fact, we're on their MJM 40 Dragon Lady right now with Linda as our host. Also out there is David Rosso. David was just to crush it with the 109s. He's now got a J122 out of Pequot Yacht Club is Loki. Ty Anderson. I should mention that Andrew Weiss is also the Commodore of the Storm Trysail Club. Here's Armadillo and Don in front of him. There's a former Storm Trysail Commodore, Ed Cesar, turn there. He's navigating. Going back to the start with the ORC6. We also got Ty Anderson in there with his FAR 395 Sky. Ty was interviewed last night. You may have seen him in one of the earlier videos, and he was telling me that he used to sail this race double-handed, but he doesn't anymore because he said it was a 30-hour race and a 90-hour recovery, so he's fully crewed. We're 3 minutes. We'll be back just before the start. Okay, there was 1 minute at the start of ORC6. Again, 10 boats. All the way to the right here, down at Leeward, we've got Atalanta, Kurt Locker's boat. But coming in there on starboard tack to Leeward is Christopher Dragon. Who's this coming through here, poking through?
That looks like 61220.
Oh, that's Dave Rossell.
Dave Rossell.
Okay, holding up, Andrew. We've got 18 seconds left. First boat out there, 6-0. That's Atalanta holding them up to start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off they go. Spinnakers go up. First shoot up there is Dragon. Atalanta got pitched off by David Rossell and Loki. Loki's spinnaker's going up now. Behind them, the white with blue spinnaker. That's Sky, the FAR 395 Storm Trysail White Commodore Ty Anderson on it. And behind him is that J109 or the J what is Zigzag? Zigzag is the J122, which is Andrew Clark's boat out of Indian Harbor, New York. Storm Trysail. The real matchup is going to be Dragon versus Zigzag. They're always fighting each other. See who comes in next. Sky is crushing them over the top. Big A2 spinnaker. They're just a little Dragon. Take off the big white out of float. Here on the left, sleeper. A little bit of a smaller boat. It's a J105. The old J was really heavy. 105 to 120. And there's a boats here. Let's start off with a name familiar to Start Trysail. It's John Stewart Jr. Clayton is J130 SD. You got Lenny Sitar, another. They're both former Commodores of Strong Trysail. He's got his J160 Cougar. Blitzen was third last year. Lenny was fourth. And then you get Connie Barris, who's coming in Direwolf. Lots of, one of the guys said lots of Grateful Dead references in this fleet today. Connie's sailing a J122. Bill and Jackie Baxter in their J111 Fireball have been taking names and no prisoners in lots and lots of regattas, so you got to keep an eye on them. And then from Lakewood, Texas, is Al Ghost. How do you pronounce?
Al Gether?
Oh, fine. He's our favorite German from Lakewood. He gets the extra bottle of rum that they gave him for the 60 UJ46. Power 2. He gets Tom Dunn out of Belhaven. There's 1 minute on his beautiful Baltic 52 Jules, and Peter Chickering sailing there on the Roost with his J111. We've also got Oak Cliff in there with their turboed FAR 40, and Steve Losick with a 121 out of Hempstead Harbor. So we got 9 boats here. We're down to 35 seconds. Nobody's crowded in line really. Over to the way right, the red boat is Camper. That's out. There's the Roost turning down, also going in at.
Well, Roost, I think, is stay clear of the pack. He's going to squeeze up here in the committee.
Yeah, the crowd up here.
Take a look at this now.
Yeah, 12 seconds though. This is not the aggressive start to get too far. Everybody's spread out on the line. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoots going up early. There's Lenny with his Cougar. Shoots the first one that fell. And then the Roost all the way down to Lure.
Fireball right here.
Coming across the top of the white spinnaker up.
Already set really well.
She's going fast.
Yeah. Coming in here.
Coming in with his white. Trying to get that sucker set. Let's see the jib come down. Guys go forward. Now, here we go.
Another FAR 40 from Oak Cliff, I believe.
I think so too. Slow out the back.
It's all right. Learning school program.
Right here now. You can see. Fireball struck him. And indirect reference to the red. Got Walker there. J130.
There's this Cougar. Lenny.
Moving out underneath. Going next under OC8 Start.
Jules now. Full kite.
Starting to get some of that going. Coming back for Start 7 short. Okay, we are coming up to 2 minutes for the start of ORC8. We've got 7 boats here. People to look out for is Max Sykes out of New York Riverside and Strong Trysail. He's got a J125. Good news. He actually took a bullet last year. Cool Breeze, which is the Coast Guard Academy, which is Mills 43 that's been sailed very well over the years by its former owner. And now the Academy has it. They got a 2 last year. Also in here we've got Gemini 2, which is a Swan 45, owned by James Kaufman. We've got Chris Shane's Phantom, which is an XP44 out of Larchmont and Strong Trysail. Revolution is Stephen Moulton's Swan 42. We've got another Swan 42 there. It's David Foss's Zamaru. David has got second last year, really competitive in that boat. And then you round it out with Trevor Roach's Touch of Gray, which is a J121 out of Cedar Point. Down to a minute. Come back in a minute. JV66. That's going to be an exciting boat to race on this wind. Of course, I wish they had more than 7 or 8 knots to start off with, but they'll be clicking down as soon as they pop their spinnaker. Over to the left here, the white boat is the Mills 41 Hunter from Kings Point, which is U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. So they'll have fun. Where is, okay, the red boat over there, we're seeing the stern. That's Nika. It's Jamie Wright sailing that. That's I'm sorry, it's Katsu. It's RP45. They'll be pretty quick. And up in the top, just turning around on the starboard tack, about to make a time run, is that Arma, which is a GP42, where there are 4 guys from Larchmont that have it. It's Eric Crow, Ned Roseberry, Corey Eves, and Dr. Dubois. They finished first in the division last year. So we're now at 1:10. Oh, here's Don Riley to the left. Watching to see how the opener goes. There's that 1 minute. Temptation is still going out on port. You've got Katsu down here to leeward on starboard. Kill a little time, but there's still 50 seconds to go.
That boat rather early, but maybe they have something that the others. No, now. Okay.
We got 3 seconds. A lot of time for these boats. They can take time.
Red boats set themselves up though. Block out anybody who's going to try to start it.
Hunter's still high. Who's got to watch out because I believe, well, that's Mills 41, this is pretty quick, but the GP42 will slip down inside it and block it out. There goes Harmon down. Way over to the right, you've got Temptation making it now, coming around on the starboard. Way low in the water. We've got 2 seconds left. That's the start. Hunter's getting boxed out as we thought perhaps happened by Arma. Even Arma has to do a bit of a zigzag to avoid Katsu coming local. Down lower though, where their spinnaker just started to fill up. Dark Sandry and Temptation played it smart. He's got the water line by over some 20 feet on these boats. They'll just stop.
So if you look at Temptation, there's no reason to jam the starting line.
Here's the team farm getting set up. Headsets are not headsets are navigating. Getting set up down the rail. Looking right over Katsu.
Long race though. They have a very long race together. That's all right. Good. You mentioned before that long water line.
85 miles out around Block Island and back. Still the wind is probably in the 180 direction to the south, blowing 7 or 8 knots. We're going to have to reach out, look down the sound, everybody's close hold. Near Polish reaching the start attack. Spinnaker done some like code zeros. And something back tonight, tomorrow. And be real lumpy in the Block Island system.
Exactly.
See which side they play. We're all going to be watching it on the FB tracker. Thank you to our sponsors, Sebago and Rick Reed. And the other thing we're going to be able to do is back the video. Over here, Well, that's a wrap. What a great day of racing this is going to be. We had 63 boats get off the line in 8 starts. with a wind blowing, 7 to 11 knots from the west. It should be a great, albeit cold race, so follow the race on the YB tracker. And we really should, again, thank our sponsors, Ray Marine, Sebago, Litchfield Distilleries, IHG Hotels and Resorts, McMichael Yacht Brokers, UK Sailmakers Northeast, and Regatta, Premium Craft Mixers. And see you all Sunday at Stamford Yacht Club for the awards party at 1700. It'll be epic.